One day, I was hanging out at one of our friends' houses with a few other friends. We all went through phases at times where we wanted to go out driving or just go and hang out at people's houses. After hanging there for an hour, I decided I wanted to head home and I was going to get fuel on the way. My friend then asked me if I had $20 I could lend her. I said yes, and as I got up off the floor where I was sitting, I was patting my pocket for my wallet, but my wallet wasn't in my pocket. I started to panic because I knew I had a bit of cash in there, not to mention my driver's license and all of my other cards. I couldn't find it anywhere near me, so I decided to go out and check the car. I looked right through my car and I couldn't find it. I went back inside my friend's house and sure enough, someone had found it. My friend handed it to me and said it was under the lounge near where I was sitting on the floor. It must have fell out of my pocket without me noticing. I progressed to check if all the money was in my wallet, but it wasn't. I had $70 in there, but $50 was missing. My heart sank. Someone in the room had taken it while I was out at my car, or maybe even before. I guarantee it. I told my friend I was sorry, but I couldn't lend her the $20 now because $50 had gone missing out of my wallet. If I don't get that $50 back, I'll have to use the $20 I have left for fuel. I asked everyone to be honest and to hand it back, but no one came forward. Someone in the room had taken it. I know I didn't spend that money. Then my friend's boyfriend then piped up and offered to lend her $50. I felt really suspicious now. Was that the same $50 that was missing out of my wallet? Otherwise, why would my friend ask me for $20 when her boyfriend had $50 already? I honestly didn't think that he always had it, and he stole it from me. But he was a big guy, and I really didn't want to accuse him of taking it when I had no solid evidence. I left my friend's house in a mood. I felt betrayed. There was just no justice in what had just happened. I avoided seeing that group of friends for a while. I'm just glad I got my wallet back though. Me and my partner at the time were living with our friends, but we were living out in the garage. Our friend's house was a share house, so the 3 other bedrooms were occupied with 3 different other housemates, so it was a full house. One afternoon, I was getting ready to head out when I couldn't find my wallet. It wasn't out in the garage, where it normally would have been. I didn't leave it in the house anywhere. The only places I went in the house was the bathroom, the kitchen, and my friend's bedroom. Next, I decided to check the cars to make sure I hadn't left it in one of them. My wallet wasn't in my car or in my partner's car. I had cash in my wallet too, so if anyone found it, they would have got the $30 that was in it. I decided I would just wait and see if it would turn up. But in the meantime, I had to replace all of my cards and buy a new wallet. My old wallet never showed up. I still think to this day someone had taken it. My now partner and I were living with 2 of my housemates. One of my housemates was out the back in the laundry talking with my partner, and my other housemate had 2 friends come over. And while this was going on, I was floating around the house doing a few things. In the corner of the lounge room, I had my computer set up, and I usually have my belongings sitting there. Now, I'm not 100% sure how or who did it, but while I ducked out the back for a few minutes, one of my housemate's friends had gone over to my desk and took my wallet. By the time I had realised it was missing, those 2 friends had already left. I didn't want to accuse them just yet, so I looked around the house just in case I had put it somewhere else. My housemate asked me what I was doing, and I told him my wallet had gone missing. He then helped me look for it, but it wasn't anywhere to be found. I then asked him if he thought one of his friends may have taken it. My housemate would never have thought one of his mates would have done that, but you never know. The next few days, I had received notifications from one of my banks requesting a code from my phone to pay for something out of my bank account. This happened 3 times, so someone did have my wallet as they were trying to use my bank card. Fortunately, I didn't have any money in my account, so they weren't able to spend any money. I had to lock my bank cards and replace everything. My housemate's friends didn't come around to our house again after that.